Food for thought. Now, key number 1, something must be blessed before it can multiply. Key number 2, only what is given away can multiply. These truths are straightforward and simple. So why are they difficult for us to apply? Why? Would you agree that when you rely on God, on how God is going to provide, it's easier to fall into a state of worry than it is to be obedient? Would you say that God is a part of the equation when you worry? Decide this week that you are going to give first to the Lord and then to others so your finances can be blessed and multiplied. These are really great questions. Why is it so difficult for us to apply these truths? Why is it so difficult to say, okay, first I need God to bless this. Then I need to give it away so it can multiply. Okay, bless my tithe. Then, okay, I've tithed now. I need to give something away so that it can multiply. Not just say, okay, I need to give so it can multiply, but giving, period, is what God is calling us to do. So let's allow Him to multiply that. Would you agree that when you rely on God, on how God is going to provide, it's easier to fall into a state of worry than to be obedient? It's easy to do that, and I can see how, because we're like, okay, Lord, we know we're releasing our control over it to Him, and I mean, it's His anyway, all of it, whether it be the 10% or not. It's just me, but it's challenging because you're like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? You don't know where something is gonna come from, where your next meal, or where your money for your car note is gonna come from, or whatever it is. You don't know. So I can say that in the past, yes, I have been like, oh gosh. I mean, not even in the present, certain situations, I'm like, I don't see how it's gonna happen, Lord. But hey, you're in control. But I can see how it's easy to fall into a state of worry. And you let me know. Have you been in this situation where you've been worried about something that you have given, and you don't know how God is going to provide for you after that giving? Would you say that God is a part of the equation when you worry? I can definitely say yes to that too. Sometimes it's like, okay, God, I'm relying on you. So we put our worries on Him, and that's what we should do. But then we still worry. We still fret, and sometimes we think we can do everything in our flesh. And so, yes, sometimes God is a part of the equation, maybe in a negative way. And I think if we're really honest with ourselves, it's in a negative way. It's not like, oh God, I know you're gonna provide, da 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 da, let it go. It's more of like, okay, Lord, this is your principle. You want me to tithe. You want me to do this. Now you need to provide. And it's almost in a resentful tone. So I think if we change our attitude about it, it wouldn't cause us to worry so much, or we wouldn't, look at Him as the problem in our equation, or look at Him as the boss, or look at Him as this dictator over our finances, but as someone who is desiring to provide our every need. So yes, I can understand that. I can see that God is a part of the equation either way, whether it's a negative or a positive. So let's all decide this week that we're going to give first to the Lord, and then to others, so that our finances can be blessed. And make sure you do give to others. I don't care if it's clothing. I mean, I try to help people no matter what. And sometimes, when you're led to give, you just give, And I've learned a big lesson in this week. It's just to be more purposeful in my giving and more specific. Sometimes I like to give and I like to be anonymous. I don't want you to know I gave it to you. I just want you to have it and do what you need to do with it. And then sometimes, you give directly to that person, say, here, this is what God advised me to give you, or, this is what I felt led to give you. Please take it, or whatever. Sometimes people are just like, no, I don't want it. No, I can't take anything from you, da da da. But I have to pray and ask God, which way do you want me to give this? Because I know some people will just be like, no, I can't take anything from you. And that hurts me sometimes, because I'm just like, I just want to, but God sees my heart, and He sees why I'm doing it. And, the reason is, and that person is blessed either way, that I even thought of them. So think of others this week. Think of others and what you can do anonymously, or just, purposefully, and just giving directly to them from your heart, and knowing that God is going to multiply it. He's going to multiply it. So let's let God multiply our finances so that we can be blessed in everything that we do and everything that He gives us. And, not just blessed financially in multiplying finances, but multiply our territory, multiplying. A friend of mine this past week, I asked him, I said, so now do you have, so how many, do you own like 5 more houses in Lithonia or whatever? He was like, no, I just have 2. Now he owns his own home plus 2 other homes. That is enlarging your territory to me. And God has blessed him to be able to own 3 properties, and that's awesome. So God can bless you and multiply you in so many different ways. You don't even understand it. He can multiply you in favor. He can multiply you in your influence. He can multiply, your family, if you're wanting to have children, if you're wanting to maybe adopt or something like that. I mean, He can bless you in so many ways. So allow God to multiply those things in your life. And I hope that you have a great week. Be blessed and be safe. All right.